So to say this on camera, I came extremely close to go ahead and axing the second shift today and just laying down. Problem is, we are basically mid-stride and a minute from a save point. So why don't we go ahead and just push forward? Because we got a whole thing to go through here. So let's do this. One step away from this. Here's Sarah. First time we've seen her.
Time to go. We have to leave before the army. What?
That's a Pulse brand. That girl's a Lassie.
I already told you that.
Pulse Lassie are the enemies of Cocoon.
So they should die?
Listen, if she fails her focus, you know how that'll end.
And killing her is a mercy?
You came.
Sarah! Sarah.
Is that my hero?
Oh, and we're here too.
Let's get you out of here.
Hands off. I'm taking her home.
Sis.
I'm not your sister. You couldn't protect her. It's your fault she...
Can save us.
Sarah?
You can save us. Protect us all. Save Cocoon.
Save Cocoon? Sarah? That was your focus?
Anything. I'll do anything. Leave it to me, you'll see. I'll protect Cocoon. I'll save everyone.
Somehow. I'll make things right.
You just relax.
Thank you.
So you might be wondering, what happens if you succeed at your focus?
Sarah! Sarah!
Why is she turning to crystal?
The Sea who fulfill their focus are transformed into crystal and gain eternal life.
In other words, they die.
It's like the story said.
Sarah, sweet dreams.
Sweet dreams? She's not sleeping! Sarah's... She's...
She's alive.
No.
The legend. Remember the legend. Lassie who fulfilled their focus turn to crystal and gain eternal life. It's the same with Sarah. Eternal life. She's not dead! Sarah's my bride-to-be. I promise to be hers forever. I don't care how many years I have to wait.
It's over! Open your eyes and face reality!
Sarah, does becoming a Lassie really mean losing everything?
And yeah, they're put into stasis, but there's no intention to ever break them out of stasis. They're dead in every way that matters. If I put you to sleep and you never wake up, you're dead.
What is your status? Good to go. Resistance is under control. The assault proceeds as planned. Leave no trace. The pulse vestige never existed.
Fire!
I still have no idea what this place is. Even now.
message in the foul sea right with it.
Aren't they taking it back to Pulse? That's what the patch was, right?
All they care about is getting everything from Pulse off Cocoon. Dead or alive, it's all the same.
We can't stay here. They'll kill us.
I'll be right back. Hold on.
Trenchcoat, where you going?
Date with the Foul Sea. Got some things to talk about.
What? You gonna ask it to help her? Are you out of your mind, kid? That thing wants to chew us up and spit us out.
Well, what do you want me to do?
I think the 15th time they played Snow's theme.
Lightning?
Here we go.
So... Oh, I guess I should be playing. Yeah, let me avoid combat here. Because remember, we still have no benefit from combat as at this point in time. Well, what do you want me to have a mood of, Kennex Cow?
So this is the Foul Sea.
Sarah's a crystal now. You gave her a focus, and she did it. You got what you want. Now let her go!
So the Foul Sea, the gods, are all big ol' robots. Very eldritch-looking robots.
I'll be your Lassie instead!
Fine. You go on begging. Like this thing gives a damn what we want! Ah! Ah! Ah!
Lightning!
It's this thing's fault the purge started. And it's people who are dying. Sarah told us to save Cocoon. That means this thing needs to die.
Notice that's what gets its attention, by the way. Genova? Sorry.
What the? Come on now. You really think you can kill a Foul Sea?
I'm doing this for Sarah.
Dodge.
First time he mentions that name.
I'm in. As long as you don't mind an amateur.
I mean, at least you brought some guns.
Might as well use it.
Thanks.
God, the frame rate when they go back to, you know, when they go back to gameplay is hilarious. And yes, this is Anima, by the way. Hey, the clock. Hello, Evo. Yes? Oh my gosh. Hang on, my adorable nieces are knocking on my door. I can't think of it. I'm in the middle of working, okay? After work, we'll probably play with your big sister. There you go.
Everyone.
Yes.
There was our whole family. And they were all
Here, I'm working. Oh, yes. Leave.
when you're done working.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
I know it does. My adorable niece just says, "Oh, it takes all day for you to finish working." And she said it just like that, too. Ratchet and Clank 3. Ratchet and Clank 4. Ratchet and Clank 5. That's not a 5. And that's Tools, Deadlocked, and Up Your Arsenal. Oh, thank you as always, Don. Hope you're doing all right. Ugh. I mean, she's not wrong. That's, you know, she got a point. All right. Ooh.
Much appreciated.
Youngest niece, Sean. I think this might actually be our first boss battle that has something approaching any kind of mechanics. Something other than just a stat stick, right?
Much appreciated.
I do hope Warcraft 3 is treating you well, DeGlock. Unfortunately, this still has a little bit too much HP for what they're going for here. Especially for something that really only has one mechanic, which is kill the heads before you kill the center, which is not much. And yeah, I'm pretty sure the footsteps are going to be at least one negative. And by at least one, I mean probably full 3.
I appreciate it.
I might just be underleveled, that's true. I can't disprove that. Because it's physically impossible to level at this point. I mean, I've said this before, this is a problem a huge amount of JRPGs have. Specifically JRPGs. Your early kit doesn't exist, so there's only so much you can do. When all you can do is jump or attack, what do you do?
Where are we?
What's going on?
So, not to keep bashing FF13, or more accurately, bashing the entire Fabula Nova Crystallis, whatever. But one of the really dumb things about all this is that they wanted to do something brand new for the FF series. They wanted to do a trio of games all about crystals. Yeah, for those of you who don't catch the humor there, the crystals have been a big thing in the Final Fantasy series since Final Fantasy I. And there's your directions. There's your focus. Do it. So we actually see literally what a focus is. So, yeah, you remember I mentioned a lake? So, we're all dead. Yeah, so I guess we can play 13-2 now?
And I was afraid. When the future was clear and it hurt to see, I'd just close my eyes and lose myself in happier days.
So, we have we're very close to having finally left the intro. We haven't quite made it yet. We're not quite there yet. Hang on. I honestly need a moment. I'm sorry. I'm tired, of course. I'm having fatigue attacks. I'm just a little stressed. But, like, for real, this intro sucks. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I hope the rest of the game is better. And I know that it'll get more interesting, especially when, you know, we actually get some cutscenes and some characterization and some things. But this intro sucks. It is draining. This is why, like, I obviously speak from memory when it comes to certain things, but this is why when I look at this game, I think, it's not because of the whole game, it's because of this intro. We don't even... I agree with Rax's idea. Their idea is fantastic. Having it so that we get the paradigms right before we fight our tutorial boss would have worked so much better, right? And again, it's so easy to see how you can restructure it and make it work so much better. I don't want to say it would be perfect. I don't want to overpraise, but like start the game the moment they hit the vestige. Boom. Okay. Small little dungeon. It's still very linear, but it's actually probably the only dungeon in the game, actually, I think, by memory, that does a pretty good job of hiding its linearity. So it has something to it. Start there, bounce between the characters. Here's what a Lassie is. Here's what a Falsey is. Here's why people are freaking out about it. This is who Sarah is. This is Sarah's connection to snow. This is Sarah's connection to lightning. This is why Hope is here. And we get a little bit of motivation for all three of those characters. We get a tiny tidbit for Zaz, as he mentions Dodge, so we know there's something going on there. And we know there's something weird going on with Vanille. We go find Sarah. She gets crystallized, so we see both bad outcomes of working for the gods. So we see what happens to angels, whether they descend into zombies or get stuck into crystal stasis. Okay, all of this kind of works, honestly. And then, like, what I would have had done, and I know this would take a little bit of rejiggering, but do something to make it so that it brands them before you fight it, right? Anima, we do the weird anime scene, and then Anima brands you, and you gain the powers, and it's like, what? What was that? What was that vision? Is that our focus? Oh my god. And then you fight it, and this is our tutorial boss for what a paradigm is, because Lightning's still pissed, and Snow wants to free Sarah, and Zaz has got his own reasons for going along with this, and we've also got a solid trio. I believe that's Commando, Sentinel, and Saboteur, I think? I don't quote me, but I think that's their defaults. So that's a decent default lineup of your basic paradigm setup, right? And there you go. And then we kill it, which is what it wants, spoilers, and then, hey, so it makes sense story-wise, and it makes sense gameplay-wise. It was Synergist, excuse me. It was Synergist instead of Saboteur. We got buffs instead of debuffs. Still, that would work. Boom. Instead we got this. Okay, hold on. Yeah, no, exactly, Maze. You get the general idea. The problem here is that Anima is the exact same. I shouldn't say exact. I shouldn't exaggerate. Excuse. Yes. Uh, ah. Okay. What's up? Uh, the problem with the Anima fight is that it is very close to being the same as all the other fights we've had so far. I shouldn't say all the other fights. As of this moment, let's get really granular here. As of this moment, we've had two types of fights before the Anima fight. There's the guys you need to stagger, and there's the guys you don't. To be clear, that is it. Just to be very blunt about it, that's it. That's all we get is those two types of fights. There's a couple of different enemies that fall into those slots, but that is all of them. So, Anima adds the arms, but otherwise, the arms just kind of serve as another kind of pseudo-stagger thing. So it's 3 enemy types in the entire intro. And the Anima fight doesn't do anything. I don't want to overpraise something so simple, but FF4 and 5 and 6 and 7 all had the same initial boss. It was not much, but there was a mechanic there, and it was something to kind of teach you, a bit falsely in some cases, how you would have to approach certain fights. Make sure you're careful with your targeting, There's even a smart thing we'll talk about when it comes to FF6, where they actually default your targeting to the shell if you're not careful. So they really want you to actually be paying attention to what you hit. But failure is also not severely punished, and blah blah blah. You get it, right? It's the Mist Dragon, the bird thing I can't think of the name of, Welk from 6, and the Scorpion mech from 7. Right? All of those have a mechanic and a style of approach to them, and all of them have at least some trash design leading up to that, which is supposed to be dealt with in different ways depending. What I'm trying to get across is there's enemy design and boss design right there in the intro, whereas this has neither. And all of this at least could have worked if it was done differently or done better, but it is neither. Thank you for the sub, little one. I've put that towards Live Alive, Final Fantasy Tactics R, and Fire Emblem Echoes. Now, I have just been informed that there is a non-zero chance I'll be watching the kids tonight. So we're going to go ahead and hit save. We're going to scooch forward a little bit, because I want to get past this scene. I think it's just never hit the center without hitting the arms, little one. I think. Don't quote me on that. Some of the fights have really specific requirements. Hey, look, a location FF13 too. Sorry.
Great spot to watch from.
The whole gang's here tonight.
How'd that happen?
Don't know. Destiny?
More like dumb luck.
Let's go find him.
Excuse me.
See you around.
You know.
No, but I want to.
You just missed her. She said she'd be at the usual place.
Thanks.
As a reminder, this was originally a PS2 game.
Sorry about that.
Also, early peak of Fang.
Here goes. Making a wish?
Maybe I was. I was hoping that tomorrow I can tell my sister. She'll be so mad, knowing I hid it from her.
Don't worry. I'll take the blame for you. You know, you should ask for something bigger. These are wish-granting fireworks, like in the stories.
Stories, huh? The sea who fulfill their focus, they become crystal and gain eternal life.
Would help if they gave you some clue about what you're supposed to do. We'll figure this thing out. You will never be one of those monsters.
You will be a protagonist in your own game someday, I swear.
Yesterday at the store, I got us something. I don't know much about jewelry, but I hope you like it. I will stand by you, no matter what happens. I'm yours forever. Sarah. My one, my only. Will you marry me?
Yes.
She said yes!
Okay. I have obvious issues with the execution because this is kind of rough. It feels very FF10-y, and I don't mean that as a good thing. But I do have to point out the interesting fact that he didn't pop the question until after he already knew that she was branded. Now, obviously, Snow's a moron, so I'm not sure he put thought into it. But that does say something about his character. Oh yeah, and I talked about this in the lore. I really feel like this needs to have another zoomed in thing. This is actually messed up. So that you don't get much of an idea of what your focus is. You get a few vague flashes and visions. We actually saw it earlier when Anima branded us. So, yeah, no kidding, Rex. So, you don't really know what your focus is. And that's why there's so many Seath. That's why there are so many zombies throughout the course of the game, is because a lot of people get branded and most of them never succeed. Because how could they? It's almost pure random stupid luck that they would. Like, imagine if you're like, I'm like, rah, and I brand, you break one, and break one's like, pumpkins. Okay, what do you do with pumpkins? You saw a flash of a pumpkin. What do you do? Yeah, by the way, Falsey gods can talk English. They have no problem doing so. They just go, hey, what's up? Listen, hey, I need you to go grab me like a quarter pounder, extra sauce, 2 number 9s, an extra ketchup on the side, a large Coke, 3 fries. Let's see. I'll take a number 16 for my boy here. No, they could do that if they wanted to, and they don't bother to. Now, you might say, why? Well, it's actually easy. It's because they're assholes. It's because the gods are dicks. I'm not even joking. I'm not even exaggerating. They're just dicks. They're just dicks. Like, they have no... In some cases... Sorry, I shouldn't even say they have no. In some cases, they have no care for the people underneath them. In some cases, they despise them. And so actively want to cause difficulty to them. Like, they want to be cruel. So your options are indifference or active cruelty. Take your pick. The worst order to play the FFs in. Real talk. Real talk. The worst possible FF to play first would be 6. Followed immediately by 12. Really think about that for a second. In fact, actually, let's line this up. Play 6, 12, and then 9. In that order. And you've got... No, hear me out. And then you've got a really solid idea of, oh, this is what the Final Fantasy is, and this is where it's going to be, and this is great, and I can't wait to see more games like this. Fun fact, none of the other ones are going to play or anything like that. Because that's a terrible idea. It's like saying, what's the first Star Wars film you should watch? Empire Strikes Back. No! God, no. No, I have put tremendous amount of thought across actual years at this point into what I suggest is the first FF. And my answer has never really changed, especially since the Pixel Remaster came out. My answer is 4. 4 is the most seminal of the Final Fantasy games. And if you are not sure if you like what a Final Fantasy is, 4 is the insight into that. If you like 4, then you like Final Fantasy. And if you don't, then you don't. It's very simple. Now, obviously, there's other FFs which rotate around that, right? Because each FF kind of has its own vibe and flavor and stuff like that. But again, just like getting the most zoomed out possible picture of what is a Final Fantasy, that's 4. Now, there are a couple of asterisks to this. Another FF I have suggested, the first one, is 10. Because 10 is kind of its own thing and sort of kicked off the modern era. While 10 is not what I would call 13 and onwards range, it is still a good idea of what to expect from basically a PS2 styled RPG. So there you go. Boom. Do you like this? Here you go. I started with 1, so don't look at me, because I'm old.
Gotta love these fireworks. They granted my wish.
Your wish?
Before I asked you to marry me, I wish that you would say yes.
That's a really dumb wish.
Then maybe they'll grant mine, too.
I'm sorry. I know that Snow is an idiot, and that's part of his characterization, but that's a really dumb wish. All right, I have one wish in the world. All right, the girl who I'm already dating, who I was probably going to already say yes to my question, who desperately, we're in love, and we have presumably been together for years. Okay, Please, for the love of God, please say yes to the obvious question.
What's that?
To have the courage to tell Lightning that I've become a Lassie.
That's even worse.
Our engagement is way bigger news. Oh, man, I can't wait to see her face. She'll be my new sister.
Yeah.
You know, that's fair, Doom Rider.
Whoa.
Also, this is insanely dangerous what they're doing here. They're just flying around the fireworks. So I'm not anti-Lightning in general. Like, I like her in some things.
Hey, Snow?
But I still think Sarah would have made a better protagonist. That doesn't look like a hologram? I don't know. Maybe they're just stupid. I have no idea at this point. Your guess is as good as mine. I mean, being real, I think Vanille would have been an even better protag, but
Private heaven.
that requires rewriting Vanille.
All we need. Just you and me.
So this is my sister.
Hi.
Hello, sister. Do I need to mute myself?
No.
Okay.
The stream will enjoy. Why are they kissing?
Because they're in love, obviously. There's this thing called love. I know you've never heard of this before. It's this. You always do that too hard. Please don't do that. I have a headache.
Don't have a headache.
I would like that to be a thing, yes.
Okay, so...
Hang on, cutscene. It's almost over. Pretty sure this is the end of the cutscene. Yeah, no, Vanille would have made a great viewpoint character, exactly. Instead of Lightning, who's just... Her name's Lightning. I don't know what else to add to that. Okay.
Okay, so you know how I've been having all of the trouble getting my direct deposit up so that my work will pay me for the work that I'm doing?
Mm-hmm. Why am I doing it?
Because I am agitated.
Alright, hold this. Do not hit any buttons. Just hold it. So I'm listening.
And how I've been saying the whole time that it probably has something to do with the fact that my last name has a hyphen in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And how they just kept insisting that no, the problem was that I just couldn't see the email in my email inbox.
Yeah, no.
And that even though I showed them my inbox and showed them my delete box and showed them my spam box, they were like, well, and then they did it themselves and then checked those 3 places and it wasn't there. And they were like, whatever. So apparently, some tech support person somewhere along the ways in the background managed to successfully send the initial email to me 4 days ago, checked my email, logged into my email to check that it was received on both a mobile device and a computer device. I did not do this. Mm-hmm. Then adjusted the ticket to say this has been, it has been verified that this email has been received. We checked on both mobile and, PC. But didn't bother to until 4 days later send me that update so that for me to go through and look and be like, because my initial response is if that email has been received by someone and checked multiple times, it has not been seen or checked by me on any device, and went to go search for the name of the email, which I now know because of screenshots for the walk you through because you're stupid way to do it. Only to have it pull up, and I'm like, okay, fine. So I click it. The very next step is type in your email so we can verify that you are who you are so that you can do the stuff. We're going to send you an email. Guess what didn't come through when I clicked that to do that? So I sent them I responded to the tech ticket and I said, I received the email. The email is there. It's great. Now I'm not receiving the second email that will actually let me set up the account after it is verified and generated to make the account. So I got an email while I was at school working. Got 3 emails while I was at school working, actually. And one of them was from the director of the person that's in charge of the tech person in charge of the thing that I'm supposed to be signing up for. And she says, so I was taking a look and I noticed that in our, in the school system, in the HR system, your name is hyphenated, and that in this particular system, the EES, the Employee Self-Serve System, it wasn't. And so your email is hyphenated, but in your name is hyphenated in your email, but it's not hyphenated in there. I reached out and asked them to change that in the EES. And I have regenerated a new sign up for you. Can you please test that and see if it works?
Did it work?
Instantly. I have been dealing with so much passive aggressive sass from HR, from tech support, from everybody but the hands-on, boots on the ground tech support who has literally been looking at my email with me saying, you're right, it's not there, it doesn't exist. I watched you populate what should have sent you the email and it doesn't work. It's not showing up. Everybody but the people that have been boots on the ground with me have been saying, well, did you check your work email address? Because it's going to your work email address, not your personal email address. Have you checked your spam folder? Did you accidentally delete it? Can you type in the search bar this thing to see if we can pull it up and find?
This is what a search bar is, by the way. Here's where you can find it.
Now, there are people. We have both worked tech support. There are people that you have to do that with. There are. Because there are people who will be like, I'm in Google and it's not there. And they're in their personal Google.
Yep.
Or worse, they're not logged in at all. And they just pulled open Google search page and tried to search for it. Oh, I had one of the very first emails when it went from HR to tech support. The email was, I have been trying to help LoreSys get logged into this system, parentheses, rather unsuccessfully, yeah. Rather unsuccessfully, end parenthesis, help her get in. Could you please take a look at this? And it was the freaking hyphen in my name!
I'm sorry. I don't have any cookies to offer you. I literally don't. Although I would.
There's a hyphen! I start every single conversation with every single tech person ever with. Some systems don't allow for the hyphen in my name. There are various ways that is accounted for in different systems depending. Some systems just push it together as one word. Drop the hyphen altogether. Mm-hmm. Some systems segregate it as name space name.
Yep.
Some systems, they decide that they're just going to drop one of the names altogether and call me either this or that.
Yeah.
That's true for your system. Which one of those do you guys do as policy for a hyphenated name?
Well, I don't think we have a policy. Let me get my accent. I don't think we got a policy, ma'am.
We are too far north for that to be happening.
Look.
That accent.
No, that's the accent, ma'am.
No, we are far enough north now.
I can't do an Indian accent.
None of the tech support I've talked to is Indian. They are all natives of this particular
there, by
state.
The way, in case you didn't catch that, is that a lot of people for a lot of years, I actually don't know if this is true anymore, because I haven't been in the IT department in over a decade, would outsource to people who generally do not speak English or only know a few specific words in English because it was cheaper. No shame to them, of course. The problem is the
I want a candy. There's candy. That looks like peach gummies. That's
the peach gummies. That's the ones you hate.
I want a peach gummy.
And these.
I don't care what those are. I want a peach.
All right. You can get a peach. But yeah, to be clear, I 100% blame the managers who are trying to cut expenses by outsourcing to people who shouldn't be doing the job. rather than the people doing the job. Just to be very
All
clear
of
about
the
that.
actual people in the tech department, with the sole exception of the lady that is in charge of that particular thing, because they didn't send me to a general tech support. They sent me to the lady, who's probably not actually. She's an admin of a department, so she's probably not actually tech. I had no issues with any of the tech people I have spoken to. Probably at this point, the entire tech department of the entire school district.
Oops, sorry. No, exactly, Tara. Like, they know their stuff.
No issues with any of
The
them.
communication's the problem.
Like, literally, I get the one guy on the phone, and he's like, so, do you have time to work through this, so I can see if I can help you find it? I was like, you're not going to be able to find it. He said, what? I said, the email isn't populating to my inbox. It is not in my inbox. It has not been read in my inbox. It is not in my delete inbox. And it is not in my spam folder. The email did not populate to my inbox. And he goes, you've done tech before, haven't you? And I said, yes, I have. He goes, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to remote into your computer. I'm going to verify that the email didn't populate for you. And then I'm going to update the ticket. Because I can't help you outside of that. And I said, cool. So he logged in. He clicked on my inbox. Saw that it wasn't there. He clicked in my delete box. Saw that it wasn't there. He clicked in my spam box. Saw that it wasn't there. I'm on the phone with him the whole time. He goes over to my email settings. Verifies that I haven't, in the 3 days that I've been working for the district, somehow managed to block that email address from coming through to me. Saw that there were no email addresses that were blocked. And said, okay, I'm going to forward you off to somebody who can try to generate this email for you again so we can see exactly what's going on, because I'm guessing somebody typed your name wrong somewhere. And I said, thank you.
Yeah.
And then next, the lady showed up in the room. Of course, I had class at the time. She's like, is there a better time to come? I'm like, yeah, they're taking a test right now. So why don't you come back looks like I have lunch at this time. I'll be back then. She comes in. She logs onto she looks at me logged onto the computer. She clicks into my email. She checks my inbox. She checks my delete box. She checks my spam box. She checks to make sure that I don't have anything blocked. And then she logs over onto the thing that's supposed to generate the email. She says, can you please type in your email address so that we can make sure it's spelled correctly? Looks at the email address I typed in. Looks at the email address as it is on my Gmail, logged in onto it, and says, okay, those are the same. Hit send. It didn't go through. Do you want me to refresh the page? She said, that shouldn't do anything. I said, I know it shouldn't, but would you like me to refresh the page so that we can say that we did it? She said, yes, please. It's still not there. Yeah, no, it's not. Okay, I can't do anything besides what I just did for you. Let me upgrade this to Gmail support to find out if it's on their end. I've had no problem with any of the actual tech people that I've talked to. All of them have walked in or got on the phone with me and been like,
yep,
you know what you're talking about. This is all a waste of time and red tape.
Everyone, I want you to scooch here for a second. Come over here. I want y'all to know that my sister is literally losing her shirt over this.
I have been talking with such big hands that my my cardigan is falling off.
Sorry, the pun.
Yeah. And then, so this morning's email came through.
What?
This morning's...
What happened? What happened? What happened?
You clicked something.
I didn't click anything. I wasn't even tabbed to the game.
There was a time.
You can prove. You saw my screen. I had my donation notes in front of it.
It was. He was not tabbed to the screen at all.
Is this...
What? Was there a timer?
There must have been a timer. So then it came to that.
Silvanas.
So then it came to that. And then she sent that thing and she's like, can you please try this? So I try it. And of course, and so at the school, I'm like, I can't. I'm dealing with kindergartners. I had 32 kindergartners in a room that were all... I like 5 and 6 year olds. I like them. I genuinely do.
Ideal range, maybe.
I like 5 and 6 year olds. They are not in my ideal range.
Oh, okay.
They are not. Let me repeat that. N-O-T, not capitalized, underlined, bold print in my ideal. it could be different if it's my classroom, right? Because I would establish my routines that work well with my lack of executive functioning, which this teacher had not done. Not done. I don't know what her get kids' attention thing was, or if she just dealt with the chaos and was fine with it. But oh my. Anyway, so I saw those 3 emails come through while I was at work and was like, nope. I'll deal with it when I get home. My husband, you know what color my thumb is, right? It's not green.
No, it is not. I just double checked, just to be sure.
It's the opposite of green.
Hang on, one more check. There's a bit of orange on there from the peach thing you had earlier, but that's it. Is orange the same as green?
That's actually orange from a marker that I was using
That's
to
even
draw
worse.
smiley faces.
We clearly need to put another thing here. Here you go.
I have a black thumb. For those of you that are non-native English speakers, there is a saying in English where you say you're a green thumb, you're very good at growing plants. And that is true of me if I can stick the thing in the ground and not have to touch it again until it gives me something, whether that be flowers or fruit or vegetables.
Or a cactus.
Which I can stick in the ground and not do anything.
No,
with.
I'm agreeing with you. I'm just reminding you of reminding them, I should say.
If it requires any kind of maintenance whatsoever, I kill it within days. My husband, succulents are very similar to cacti. My husband got me, this is the very first gift that he ever gave me. He got me a potted succulent, which I managed to kill in less than a week. Kill, not it was, on its last legs because I had done something wrong and it could be salvaged. No, I killed the thing. I passed it over to someone who is good with plants and they were like, there's no saving it.
Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah. So get my gloriously wonderful, forethought capable husband got me bonsai
So I actually saw that
for
earlier.
our anniversary.
So how many of you know what a bonsai plant is?
There's a variety of types of bonsai, but
That's
they're
why
generally
it's
small
stalled
miniature
there,
trees that require extremely delicate and constant upkeep and maintenance in order to keep alive.
It's a
My
daily
stepfather likes to do bonsai and he kills his bonsai. I kill weeds.
You know what you should do?
Trying to keep them alive.
Yeah, you should do. You should give it like a full go of it and like turn it into a like you're going for the record.
Do I need to make a blog?
Yeah, how far can
There's
you keep
like
it alive?
12 of so there's like 5 seeds and like 8 cuttings.
Mm-hmm. Now it's probably not the best time for that either, but I'm going to assume
I'm going to get a window thing.
Okay, I was going to say because
No, this will be.
I mean the snow's starting to melt, but
this is all indoor. Yeah, no, I.
Oh God, Blade Chaval's idea.
I should have a race with my husband. There's enough of them. Which one of us can keep it alive the longest? Or better yet, because I'll lose that one. Which one of us can kill it the fastest?
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, he was like, it is a very cute idea, right? The same idea that he got me. So he got me the succulent because he was like, this is a living plant and it's a testament to, our growing affections for one another. And then it died instantly. And I was like, maybe we shouldn't attach that. I'm married to him now, so.
It should have been a potato. I'm just telling you. This thing will endure forever. You chop this thing in half.
Yes, I need a Lego one. I need a Lego one, Shadow Machine.
I got her child a Lego bonsai tree. I'm pretty sure it was left behind.
No, it never came out of the box. It came with us.
Oh my God.
It came with us.
Well,
I'm pretty sure he's put it together now.
Oh,
he put one of the, I don't remember if it was the bonsai or not, but he put one of the Lego plant things together. So, but yes, I need a Lego one. I can't kill that. But yeah, he was like, we'll work on them together and it'll be a testament to our love and it'll grow and, eventually flower and it'll show how our love is growing and flowering. And I'm like, and if it dies, we're just going to pretend like it doesn't have that kind of symbolism. Cool.
No, listen, it's dead. It's actually several.
I like the orange one.
Yeah, I was actually eyeballing that one too.
Yeah, that one's pretty.
Very fall colors kind of. Oh, I think these are customs.
Oh, it might be.
Which, I mean, that's a thing.
Yeah.
You can look that up and get the...
Yeah, it looks like
what
it's
called.
they've bought the green one and then they have got custom.
Because even if you look carefully, the leaves are completely different. Those are those weird branchy looking ones. And these ones are like tiny little actual leaves.
Those are Lego leaves.
No,
like,
they are.
That is
They're just from something else. Is my
and those
point.
are legit flower, Lego flower bits. But yeah.
Are you better with fish? I mean...
I haven't tried, but I'm probably going to say nope.
Look, fish
I
like
did,
that,
however,
right?
manage to keep a...
That's interesting.
I was going to say hermit crab, but that's not the word I was looking for. It's the little... What are the itty-bitty hamsters? They're like this big. Dwarf hamsters. I did manage to keep a dwarf hamster alive for like 2 years. And then I moved, and they wouldn't let me take him on the plane. So he had to be rehomed. Which is funny because, like, I couldn't find somebody who would take him. So I ended up going back to the pet store that I bought him at. It was a local pet store, not like a name brand. And I was like, I'm moving across the country, and I'm taking a plane, and I can't take him on the plane with me, and none of my friends or family will take him, and I don't want to just like turn him into cat food. Will you take him back and find him a new home for me? And he was like, yes, I will find him a new home for you. And I was like, thank you. Because I was like, here's all of the stuff that I bought from you that you can then, find him a new home. I think the guy ended up actually taking him home with all of the stuff himself.
See, I would totally buy you this on the spot, but where would you put it?
I don't fucking know.
Exactly.
I'm not a plant person.
So I'm gonna put it in my cart.
I have a friend that gave me a little baby cactus.
Save for later. There we go. And now I've just got that thing.
Yeah. Yeah. It's fucking hyping.
Yeah.
It's the fucking hyping.
Have you ever considered not having a hyphen?
Change my name.
You're the hyphen. What's your name? What did you change your name to? The exact same thing minus the hyphen. Okay, so it's like Bob instead of Bob - Bob. Yeah.
Why?
So your last name's going to be Bob. Yeah. Why? Well, you see...
It would not, Rax. In the States, that would not only require paperwork, it would require a 6-month time period.
Oh, it's a whole
and
thing.
Going through the court system.
It's a whole thing.
Just to drop my hyphen.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that doesn't just happen.
I have also considered respelling my first name because my first name has a silent H in the middle of it.
That's true.
And I am really tired of people
You
trying
could get
to
rid of
call
the
my
H.
name.
You could just add a... Evo,
so that's the thing, is it does have a in it. That H makes a sound. Legitimately, it makes a sound in Farsi. The way that name is supposed to be said has in it.
You just don't.
Because white people.
That makes sense. Okay. Never mind.
For the same reason that brother-in-law's pronounced with a Z.
Yeah.
Because it should not. His name also has a in it.
Oh, God. That's even worse, Plutonia. Yeah, Blake Devil's got a point. Zan doesn't need the H.
It doesn't. The reason that Zan has an H in it is because Zanastma is a
hold on.
jiggering of
like
my
adds a
dead
syllable
name.
there. Think about that for a second. It adds a syllable.
Fun story, I almost legally changed my name to Zanastma when I did this. And I would have, except for the fact that Zanastma is already tied to all of the video shit of me.
Yeah. Yeah, we use that name pretty commonly.
And me being me and the political climate being the political climate, he would have had to have like gone through and deleted every video that I existed
I went
in.
and legally changed my name to Lore at one point in time just to make it nice and simple, but
No, you didn't. You had never had to plan to do that. But I did legitimately consider changing it to Zanastma. What?
the sincerity with which you said, no, you didn't. That was never... She roboted. She turned into Data for a second. Captain, I do not believe that you actually had an intention. No, Data, I didn't. It's okay.
There's this thing called autism.
I'm not making fun.
You are making fun.
I am not making fun in a mean manner.
I recognize that.
I'm not poking. Anyways, point being,
Kazra both do that. Like, you laugh at me, and then you're like, I'm only doing it because I am amused at you, and it is cute. And I'm like, there's no difference.
But there is. There is. Mockery is awful. I would never do that. I don't do that to people I can't stand.
But there's no like there's no signal that tells you the difference between the two of them.
Well, sure there is. It's the tone. You just have to pay
They're
attention.
the same tone.
You just have to pay attention
No, I'm
to all of the non-literal statements.
I am the one whose tone is not changed, and it fucks with you guys because you can't tell the difference between me looking at you and talking to you, and me looking over here and talking to you, and me being on the phone and talking to you, versus me being on the phone and talking to someone else, versus me looking at you and talking to someone else.
By the way, this is
versus me looking at someone else and
to
talking
poke
to you.
at her. If you didn't catch that, I'm just sort of making my point through action here.
I hate you. I don't have any shoes to take off. I will take my sock off and throw it at you.
Yeah.
I don't want your $100. You don't deserve to have $100.
That was a gift from your middle child. Thank you very much. It was my gift.
I do love you guys too, for the most part.
For the most part, except for you. Yeah, sure. Here you go, Mr. Ed. We can tell it's your money, Mr. Ed. Can you guess why?
I can sometimes pick out sarcasm in text and speech. It just has to be in very specific it has to be very specific people, it has to be in very specific circumstances, and I have to be in a very specific state of mind. And if one of these things is missing, then I just respond to it like I responded to it and go on with life, and frequently cause the people around me who registered that it was there was no indication that that was sarcasm.
No, not blue. Whoa, no, I got water here. Don't do blue. Don't do blue. Yeah, don't do blue. Blue, you've turned here. Okay. You've turned on me blue. Blue predates that meme. I'll never stop pointing that out.
What meme?
The Blaha meme.
I don't know the Blaha meme.
Well, it started up after I got blue. After you gave me blue, actually.
Don't tag me with it in the Discord because I'm not getting notifications from his Discord, but like DM me the meme that goes with blue. Please and thank you.
Or put it in her cooking channel so she has to actually look at the channel I made just for her that she refuses to acknowledge exists.
Don't refuse to acknowledge. I post in it very rarely.
Let's pull out receipts because I'm all about receipts.
I do post in it.
You do.
I do.
There's a
and I specified I do post in it very rarely.
Okay, so the last post was actually this month. I'm actually shocked. That was this month. All right, let's go before that. Hang on. So there was that.
You know, you can just like type my name in the search.
No,
it's right
hang
there.
on, hang on. Oh my God. Okay, I want you to look at the timestamp there, the date stamp. Okay.
125.
Okay. Yeah. And then
126. 1225. I was close.
It was a year. It was a year. See.
Twice a year.
Receipts.
Twice a year I post in my channel. I'm pretty sure that fits the definition of the phrase. Very
rarely. No, yeah. I at no point disagreed with your initial premise that it was very rare. But yeah.
Anyway, I now have to find my checkbook so I can get direct deposit set up. Did my husband succeed in getting your money to you?
Yes.
Yes, and I utilize his generous gift twice a year. Apparently.
Twice a year,
yeah.
Yes, is the answer to your question.
No, why Trihexia? Although today is my anniversary and it also happens to be Groundhog's Day, and I did teach a whole bunch of first graders that.
That sounds pretty unique to me.
No.
Wait, did you teach them about the anniversary or Groundhog Day?
Both.
Oh. That's right.
And then they
New Year's resolution. 3 times a year this year. 3 times. You got to post this year. Can you do it?
Hold on, let me grab my phone and type in there.
But that would count as one. No, that just counts as one because it's all today.
Damn.
gotta wait now.
Thank you.
Hmm.
He wrote me like a 3-page letter explaining the bonsai. And of course, I had just come home from 32 5-year-olds for 3 hours, including
She
recess.
has this very frustrating thing. No offense, it's actually not your fault at all. But it's very frustrating for someone else because, like, other people have time to sit and think and they're waiting. So they sit and it's like, okay, and we can't wait to share something, right? We can't wait and can't wait. She comes, she's like, because she's done. She's tired for the day. There's no judgment here. It's just, it's like, but.
He walked in my room. He walked in my room like 2 days ago. Or no, it was like Thursday or Friday last week. And he was like, I need to talk at you. And I'm just like, and he's like, can I talk at you? And I'm like,
Note at. That was deliberate.
Sure.
Not with.
And then he talked at me for a while and got no response. And then eventually I was just like, I need you to go away.
Yeah.
I need you to stop talking at me.
Yeah.
This is too much talking.
And then I left.
And then my husband came in.
I'm sorry. I like being thorough. I'm not going to apologize for that one.
He does have a need to yap. He yaps a lot.
Which is funny, because I only do that around other people.
Except for when you need to do it to me.
See, it would be worse when I'm... Nah! Oh, okay. Thank you for the sub, Colton. I have already done it down for Guild Wars 2, Alien Shooter...
SciCloud has one where he doesn't have 3 things.
Yep, that was going to go to Dealer's Choice. Which
is that why it's blank?
Yeah. That
so
way
you don't have to type
it's
Dealer's Choice?
It's a nice marker. Because it's immediate. You caught it. You caught it without even knowing my system. Immediately that it was there. Listen, I don't talk to myself. You're the crazy ones. You're all the crazy ones.
Did you know that it is actually that speaking to yourself in the third person in extreme survival situations can actually increase your likelihood of survival?
Yeah. They're social creatures. How was Evan?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am quite sure at this point in my life off the deeper end.
What sequence of the month?
So...
I'm assuming that ties back to the...
There are 4 days
in
for
the
each
next...
day of the month. 4 Mondays, 4 Tuesdays, 4 Wednesdays, 4 Thursdays, 4 Fridays, 4 Saturdays, and 4 Sundays. It won't happen again for another 800 years.
Oh. So this is the first time that February starts on a Monday for another 800 years. Or on a Sunday.
Whatever day it started.
Today's the 2nd, and it's Monday.
I don't know when the last time...
It follows the Sunday to Saturday week calendar.
Exactly.
Woo!
J'accuse.
We are officially in Stardew.
Go unwind. I will poke at your chin.
I'm not going to go unwind. I'm going to go try to find my checkbook so I can get direct deposits in it so I can get paid.
That sounds unwindy.
I'm also, because this has taken so long, I'm not going to get paid. I'm going to get a physical check for the first paycheck.
Mm-hmm.
Because there isn't enough time before we get paid for them to get the thing set up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hope it makes it here. They send it USPS.
Blake Javel got it. Money helps unwind. Getting money helps unwind.
Yeah, and this is putting a big check mark on a box that has been just sitting on my to-do list.
For a minute.
Yeah. For 3 weeks. That I haven't been able to do anything with. It's just like nagging. Direct deposit.
Have you done this yet?
Direct deposit.
Have you done this yet?
Direct deposit.
Have you done this yet?
Direct deposit.
Have you done this yet? Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
My feet hurt.
Yeah.
I always think it's supposed to go further than it.
Yeah, everyone does, including me. And I live in here.
That's why that's there.
Yeah, it's helpful because that wall ceiling
Yeah.
would be a little bit more dented if it wasn't there. Why is that cut there? There's a weird cut over on the wall there.
Did my husband talk to you about dinner?
Yes.
Did you acquiesce?
Yes.
So I need to keep pants on.
Yes. Depending on the kind of dinner.
I am not putting a dress on. It is fucking cold.
It's not that cold, is it? Hang on.
It's actually not. It's
Oh god, it actually isn't. Yeah, it's gone up like quite a bit.
It's like in the double digits.
Holy crap. We've been in single digit range for like a week and a half, 2 weeks.
Well, I still want to know what happened to the foot of snow that people were saying we were going to get over the weekend. I think somebody somewhere made it up and it just went through the gossip chain. And I just went with it because I was like, you people are from here. You wouldn't lie to me about snow. And then there was no snow. And I was just like, where's my snow?
Yeah, it's not supposed to be snow for like another week, too.
I know. Well, we're supposed to get a little bit, like an
Yeah, like
inch.
a sprinkling, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Which is funny because if I had said we're supposed to get like an inch back in the previous state,
oh my god!
it'd be like, all right, so we need to go get bread, milk,
Yeah.
butter,
Toilet
anything that
paper.
we need for
Toilet
the next
paper,
week.
because they're going to be completely out.
Well, we always have toilet paper delivered, so we never had a problem
Oh,
with
that's a good
toilet
point.
paper.
That's a good point. We need so we need eggs, bread, and milk because this is true. Anytime there's any kind of major disaster, everyone makes French toast. Okay, that's a lie. I shouldn't say it's true when I'm lying. But what people will go and buy is eggs, milk, and bread. Now, there's a logic behind that, but what do eggs, milk, and bread make?
French toast. So up here, we went out. We had a major winter storm weather advisory. We got 13 inches of snow. I went to the grocery store, and the bread aisle was full.
Yeah.
The milk was full.
Yeah.
The eggs were full.
Uh-huh.
They were sold out of cookies.
Yeah.
Chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah.
M&M cookies. The bakery aisle of the sweets were all wiped out.
Yeah, because nobody wants to go through the storm to get the baked goods because those don't stay fresh, right? So.
Yeah, but cinnamon isn't something that you would like. Like, cinnamon is something that's in your spice cabinet.
Yeah, you already have cinnamon.
And you don't have to have it to make French toast. You can make French toast with just eggs, milk, and bread. It's just not going to taste as good.
Yeah, it'll taste kind of weird.
You also need, syrup and butter and sugar.
It's other things. It's
Yeah.
other things.
But you can do it with just those.
The twisting nether, to quack.
My feet hurt.
Go rest feet.
Did you ever finish the YGAs?
Yeah, yesterday.
Okay, so what are you doing now?
I'm actually doing a normal stream. Because I was going to do the LGAs, but then I realized it's Monday.
Does that have to do with anything?
Monday is not what you call a very good day for lots of people to watch the stream. So I'm pushing out the LGAs today. By the way, LGAs are this coming weekend. Those who didn't hear that. I'm not 100% sure if we're starting on Friday or not, but Friday or Saturday.
Depends on how long it takes you to get through the game.
Yeah. And if we have to pause, then we will pause.
Rax, snow is this white, cold stuff that falls from the sky and makes problems.
Eleazar says, hi from Sweden, and we don't have deep snow in Sweden?
In Sweden?
Correct, to quack. That's also true for anything.
We are currently living with 13 inches waiting for it to melt off. I just discovered about ice stamps, which I've lived with snow before, but I've never lived with this much snow, so ice dams have never been a thing that I had to learn about. So I have now instructed the husband that he is to go crowdsource with our middle child's friends' parents, who he has been on socializing basis with, to find out what we do to prevent and get rid of said ice dams before they cause a problem.
Yeah, valid approach.
No, it's not as much fun as cocaine.
I disagree with that. Snow is much more fun than cocaine.
You haven't tried cocaine.
That's true.
From all sources that I have encountered, cocaine is a lot of fun until it ruins your life.
That sounds like snow.
No, because cocaine is also not cold.
That is fixable.
No.
No, it is. Put
You can
cocaine in
make
the
the
freezer. Just put the cocaine in the freezer. It's fine. It took her a couple of moments there to recognize that I was poking her again. And I had to escalate to freezing cocaine.
Let me find a shoe.
No shoes. No shoes. I've got water over here. Yeah, you just put the cocaine in the freezer. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Why? What? Isn't that what everyone else does? Ice dams, for those of you not aware, just for the hell of it, it's on your roof, right? And it's kind of a confluence of like a specific spot where the snow melts a bit and then refreezes, or it just gets stuck and chunked. You know how it'll compact depending on the weight of the snow. It depends on the slope of it. It's just kind of a natural resultant, depending on all kinds of factors, like the type of your roof or the angle of the roof, etc. And it'll dam up, and that means the snow won't kind of slide off as it's supposed to do, and it'll just get stuck here. And that'll increase the weight, and that'll increase the problem, and that will cause very serious issues. So that's an ice dam, for those of you wondering. Anyways. Oh God, Brigham. Moving on. Oh yeah, sure, Elizar. So I was biking home one day and then a truck ran over my leg. Any questions? Yeah, the question bot died. Somebody killed my bot. They just weren't looking, Elizar. There you go. Bot's back up. Okay, so. It must have hurt. You know, the really funny part, it's actually one of the very few times in my life I ever blacked out. I almost died from it. Like, they never found out who did it, too. In hindsight, yeah, no, they panicked. So I'll tell you the whole story in very, very, very brief. So I was biking home, and I actually got hit by the truck first. Now, here's luck point number one. Good luck first. I landed, and based on what we were able to reverse engineer after the fact, I landed like right about here. Like if this was, I'm on the road, and right about here is where the edge of the sidewalk was. There is a non-zero chance that if I had landed about 2 or 3 inches more this way, I would have hit, my head would have hit right at the angle of the sidewalk, and I probably would have died just straight up at the vector speed, what I mean, bam, right? Like, yeah, I might have survived that, but at very least that would be a serious brain injury, and that's not fun, no matter what. So that's good luck. Cool. So then I was, by all accounts, fine. By everything we were able to figure out, ironically, getting hit by the truck, I was actually fine. So, okay, cool. No problems, right? Near as we can tell, based on what was pieced together after the fact, what then happened was the people were freaking out about it and saw me like, and like just roam on the ground, freaked out, and then got back in the truck, gunned it, and ran off. Now, why is this bad? Because my left leg was kind of splayed out in the road. So when they gunned it to run away from having hit me, they went right over that leg. And I've seen the x-ray. My left leg was a jigsaw. Like, it was just in shatters. In shatters? I don't think it's proper grammar, but whatever. Anyways, I actually have very distinct memories after I got up of crawling into my apartment. Because I was only like 5 feet from my apartment. Just crawling into my apartment on my hands and knees. And I'll never forget the sensation. I don't want to gross anyone out, but I could feel my left leg wobbling behind me like jelly. And it was the strangest sensation. And I managed to get into my house, into my bed, and I lay down like this in my bed. First thing I did is I called my girlfriend, because she was a terrible girlfriend, and she was actually mad at me that I had taken so long to call her because I was coming home from work. And I was like, listen, I think I've been run over. I think I broke my leg. BRB. And she's like, oh my God. She ended up breaking up with me over that. And then I called my mother, who was like, hey, what the hell's going on? And I think I've broken my leg. She's like, okay, I'll come over. And my mother isn't exactly a great person either, so she came down and whined and moaned and was very upset at how much I was moaning in pain the whole night. So the morning comes, they drag me in a blanket out into the car, because I couldn't walk. I was physically incapable of walking at this point, and drive me out to the hospital and get me in there, get the x-ray. And then, I'm waiting in the little waiting area. Doctor comes by with the x-ray. He's just blasé. It's the doctor. Oh yeah, so here's the x-ray. And I see. This is when I saw my own x-ray. My mother sees it, and she just goes like this. Like, I've never seen her make that kind of an expression. She admitted later that for whatever reason she thought I was faking it, or that it wasn't that serious. And then she saw the X-ray and just flipped. So, how long did that take me to recover? God, that was February. The first time I was able to jog was about a year and a half later, all told. I actually played a specific song when I was doing it. I still remember it. It's Area O from Mega Man 04. So, well, she didn't know that, Brig. I could have just been making stuff up. She wasn't there. She didn't. Look, I'm just a baby. I'm just a baby. It's fine. It's fine. Anyways, so yeah, I actually to this very day still have nerve damage on my left leg. I can't actually control my left toes particularly well. Like I can kind of move them, but not really. So fun fact, if you ever see me do this thing, I'm doing right here where I kind of put my hand down here, what I'm actually doing is I'm reaching down, grabbing my toes and stretching them because otherwise they'll start to hurt and ache after a while, like this, just like this. Most people probably don't even notice that because you can usually do it with your own muscles, right? You do this all the time with your hands. You probably don't even notice you're doing it. And you do this all the time with your toes, too. But I can't on my left foot, so I have to reach down and do it like that with my hand. Anyways. No, I've never... Double checking before I say never. Never that I am aware of have I been like, oh man, Mom, I'm totally sick. I can't go to school. Oh no. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. This is a long time ago. This was 20 years ago. Birth mother. Because, you know. Anywho. No, ambulances are expensive. This is true. Ambulances actually are expensive. Anywho. So I swear I'm not trying to drum up sympathy. This is 20 years ago. This has been a part of my life for half my life, right? This is pretty normal. I still have the scars, and I still have a giant plate of titanium in there to this very day. When it was fresh, when it was new, I was scared about flying because I used to fly all the time. I had to be informed that titanium doesn't set off anything when it comes to those. It's just like, oh no. It's like, oh no, it's fine, it's titanium. Oh, okay. I still made the point of being like, okay, I have a titanium, plate in my leg. It's fine, right? Yeah, no, we're fine. Okay. Because I didn't know. It was kind of a new thing to me. It's actually why I wear Crocs to this day, by the way. Some people make fun of me for that. I don't mind. But the actual original reason that I use Crocs, that I started using Crocs, was because the doctor specifically recommended them for helping to get used to walking again, because they were very good for that. Go figure. And I just kind of never stopped wearing Crocs. Anyways, I do not have Crocs in socks eating locks. I am not a fox. So I want to test something here really quick. So you know how it kind of unpaused earlier? That's what I thought. So I can put in inputs while all tapped, apparently. So I really did hit the button by accident. So hey, FF13, right? Well, I was going to restart FF13. But unfortunately, that's not happening now. That's it. We're done. Pack it in. We're done. Oh man, I would love to have a giant metal rod ripped out of my leg. That sounds so wonderful. What the heck is Obsidian Mirror? So here's the funny part. None of those are actually out yet, so we're not going to be playing those immediately, even if this does fund them, which I'm pretty sure it doesn't. But I'll double check. I'll do my due diligence. I always do. What's 2,000 divided by 5 divided by 60? They're doing an Aztec expansion? That's interesting. Either way, Total Warhammer 3, and obviously we've already kind of got the DLCs baked into that. Rogue Trader, which, yeah, we're waiting on those. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. So that's 6 minutes and 40 seconds of bowing, by the way. And Age of Mythology R. So let's see. Do I have any songs? Do I have any FF13 songs that are 6 minutes and 40 seconds long? Hang on a second. Hang on a second. I should pull up a WoW song. No. Hang on. It's okay. I've got really strong back. Actually, I have really strong abs too, which always irritates me because I look like I'm a big flabby jackass, but it's just because I'm broken and gross and ugly, not because I'm fat. It's okay. I'm not fat. I'm just ugly. There we go. These two combined will be long enough. Thank you very, very much. Oh, hang on. I gotta pull up the chat so I can story chat. Is there sound? Hello? 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 Hey, there we go. Thank you very, very, very much. And now I gotta pull up chat down here so I can keep reading chat. Hang on. Scooch that out of the way. Hang on. Ah, damn it. This is the dungeon we just did. Why is this not updating? There we go. Okay. Now I gotta find chat. I love how I pull up Twitch. I am currently streaming, and it's like, here's some other streamer. Why does it do that? Why does it automatically default to pulling up some random person? Here we go. Okay. Who the heck is Steve Bannon? Okay, I have chat there. I can see it. Okay. This is because Twitch sucks. I mean, yeah. I mean, why would anybody want to make a streaming service that's actually worth a damn? They already did that. Now they got to make it worse. That's the best part. Some of you probably don't remember. Twitch actually hit a sweet spot several years ago where it was actually in a really good place. And then they're like, all right, we have improved Twitch. Let's make it worse. Let's screw it over completely. This is just... Why? Wait, I've got it. Let's take YouTube and just run it through... Yes? I can't get up. Because I'm bowing. YouTube is a streaming platform. No, it isn't. Okay, I'm still bowing. It counts. See, I'm still bowing. I have to go see what my niece wants. What? I'm bowing. Hey, watch me if you bow. Okay. Hey, you have to bow. Right, here, I'll show you what a bow is, all right? Up. Okay. Careful. I got you. You're not going to fall. Okay, now I'm going to stabilize you here, okay? Now we're going to bow like this. No. Just your upper body. Bend at the waist. Yeah, like that. See, there you go. See that? There you go. You're doing it. This is a bow. See? That's a bow. Ugh.
Oh, sorry, we're heading out around 6. So
Okay.
Probably be a good time to plan on.
Yep, no. I just have to keep bowing because I just donated $2,000. So I got to bow for 6 minutes and 40 seconds. So,
Have fun.
I also have to clean her hair.
No, we're gonna give her a bath in the morning.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that also works.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
If you do, in the closet in the bathroom downstairs on the top shelf, there's a bath bomb. You put in there. The toy from it goes to Yona.
Okay. Okay, we're on the second thing. Have I ever used Facebook? Yes, back when it was slightly less terrible. So, sorry, Spartan asked a specific question. What's wrong with YouTube streaming? I suppose the answer is everything. And I'm not actually exaggerating. So the latency delay is worse. The transcoding options are worse. The chat program in general is just worse. It's worse to use and it's worse to read. It is also substantially worse in terms of moderation. It's also really frustrating that everything about trying to manage... I'm trying to think how to put this in words. Yeah, character limits are worse. I got distracted because Aurelia said something, and then I made the mistake of reading it in the middle. I shouldn't read when I'm in the middle of talking. Hang on. Aurelia says, I want to contest story -1. No. 100% no. A story being better on second playthrough is fine. A story being demonstrably worse on first playthrough because of bad writing is not a good thing. You should not have to watch a story twice to enjoy it. You might get more. You might get more out of it. But no, 100% no. Now, I haven't actually decided if I'm giving that negative or not. That's why there's a question mark there. But that is not a valid defense of it. There might be a Babylon 5 plus for this story, legitimately. Because there's a lot of that going on, especially with Vanille. YouTube's chat donation basically doesn't exist. Oh, that's another thing. Most of my plugins don't work for YouTube either, so I wouldn't be able to get any notifications of things like donations and the like. Okay, that was 6 minutes and 40 seconds. I don't know who that is, Spartan, and do not care. Thank you, Scion, for donating way, way too much money for Total Warhammer 3, plus everything, Rogue Trader, plus everything, Age of Mythology R, plus everything. Okay, so since I am now being a little pressured by people, I need to get on with this. Hang on, I gotta read what Sion just said. I was about to go do something, but hang on. We'll see when we get there, Sion. I think we'll play that by ear, but yes, we will reserve the option to bow out and then bow back in periodically, depending. I will admit, and I do not mean any offense by this, but since I don't enjoy Total Warhammer 3, the idea of just playing that nonstop for a while is not what I would call appealing. But it'll depend on the specifics of how each campaign goes and how that works. So we'll see when we get there. Okay, so we've left the intro. We did it.
This must be Lake Brescia?
Yeah, last I checked, they're still going full tilt on that, and will be for a while.
And the lake turned to crystal? Help me out here. I mean, did the Foul Sea do this? How in the world did we end up here?
How should I know?
We're alive. How?
Sarah!
Yep.
No one survives a fall from that high. Not without a miracle. Sarah saved us!
Sarah?
Didn't you...
It's all your fault. She got...
Hey! Watch out!
What did I just do?
You used magic. You used the power of Lassie. The Foul Sea cursed us. We're Lassie now.
I mean, cursed really is the right word there. There's something Bladeval mentioned. This whole setting is pretty despairy. Paradigm system! So, the good news is we're only... I actually wanted to look this up. I've been doing weird things on the side here this whole time, because we've been stopping and talking for a lot. But this is still, in terms of just gameplay, about 3.5 hours into the game. You can assign characters the most effective roles for a given situation by changing your party's paradigm. You can switch between paradigms as often as you like. Press tab, I don't know what button that's going to be, to bring up your deck. Oh, jeez, what's tab? Hang on. It's L. Okay, someone remind me, that's L. Each paradigm assigns specific roles to the members of your party. These roles define your spells and abilities available to the party members, as well as their general behavior in combat. There's a wide variety of paradigms to choose from. Offensive paradigms concentrate on dealing damage to enemies, while defensive focus on party protection and healing. It's very important to shift paradigms to suit your situation. You can press left or right to scan the paradigms available and see the list of roles each comprises. Your current paradigm, Relentless Assault, is offensive paradigm in which multiple attackers coordinate their efforts. Paradigms 2 Ravagers target whatever enemy the commando attacks, with the goal of quickly filling the gate to stagger it. If you wish to continue the Relentless Assault, press whatever that button is to continue the deck. If you wish to change, press that and then that. One of your party members has just taken damage. Now might be a good time to open your paradigm deck and switch to a defensive paradigm like Solidarity. Shifting to Solidarity will cast Noah in the role of Sentinel, boosting his defenses so he can shield others from enemy ire. Vanille's role will change to Medic, causing her to concentrate on healing wounded allies and the Cure spell. Once your party has recovered from strength, you can switch back to Relentless and continue battling your enemies.
Stay sharp.
No, Rax plays good games. He never plays something garbage like WoW.
We gotta win this!
Hey, we got technical points for the first time in the game. 3.5 hours in. Which of the classic FFs most directly compares 13 to? 8.
So we really are Lassie.
No, I'm going to walk that back, actually. 10.
Looks like it. You too?
Yep. Right here.
Okay.
Let's see to the last.
Why me? I don't even know you. Will you have to go and attack that thing? Just leave me alone.
Okay, bye, Hope. And Hope leaves the party and dies.
It's your fault, my...
The end.
You could have. All of this is your and Sarah's fault.
Watch it! Sorry.
Everything is gonna be all right. You'll see. Come on. Off we go.
Oh, 13 wanted to be 7. And if I might be so bold, I think that was to its detriment.
Let's see, huh?
Yep. We're all playing for Team Pulse now. Why me?
Such wonderfully uplift. Okay, I actually really like the music in FF13. I would like to argue for 2 negatives right now. One of which was related to music, and one just related to combat.
Trust the soldier to keep her cool through this mess.
However, well, I thought I had a second before my next cutscene. Hang on. Jesus Christ.
If we don't know our focus, how do we complete it?
I think I saw it.
Saw what?
That is how a focus comes down, people. The Fal'Cie, they don't spell it out with clear-cut instructions. All you get is a hazy glimpse.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, that's what they say. You know, legends and all. Legends. Yeah.
Did you see anything?
It's all kind of foggy, but I saw this big, towering...
What? Wait a minute. Hold on now. Do we all have the same dream?
Ragnarok.
Here it is again, in case you missed it. I know it's been an hour for us, but remember, for the player, it's been like 3 minutes, maybe 5.
We all saw the same dream. We all heard that same voice.
You mean that was our focus? But how are we supposed to know what to do from that?
That's the tricky part. The dream's the only hint the Fal'Cie gives us. Figuring out what to do with it, that's our job.
Okay. We're Pulse l'Cie, right? Enemies of Cocoon. So, does that mean that our focus is... Are we supposed to...
Save her.
Say what?
Our focus is to protect Cocoon.
Really? Okay. And why's that?
Sarah told us.
Oh my god, dude.
Let's do it.
I know you're stupid, but come on.
All in this together. I'm gonna look for Sarah. She ought to be nearby.
I'll come too! Wait!
By the way, you like how it's the one sound effect for the footstep? Because it's the one sound effect for the footstep.
Really?
No variance. No nothing. So anyways, oh my god, did I seriously just get another thing? A tutorial? Okay, you can level now. Okay. So, hey, it's budget sphere grid. Look, I enjoy this game for what it is, but this is not a good leveling system. I can't even tell you exactly what this is. This is regular leveling with extra steps to make it slower. No, I'm dead serious. Whereas a sphere grid's primary purpose was allowing you to have some degree of control and choice of your thing. By the way, I don't even like the sphere grid. I've talked about that several times. But at least the sphere grid is choice. It's there to let you decide what you level and when. And basically, the further into the game, the more choices you have, right? When it gets to the point where you can start rewriting the sphere grid and making it whatever you want, the sphere grid has fully opened up. 13 never hits that point. 13 never has that point. It's just leveling with extra steps. And you have to hold down A each time. I go chink, 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 and so forth and so on. So, hang on. I think the intent and purpose was they were making a game with a brand new engine on a brand new console and had no idea what they were doing. I want to stress that I am dead serious and I am not joking. I think that's what they were intending here. Okay, can I move? Can I get to a save point? Okay, I found a save point. Save point. Save point. Yeah, flash over substance. Bingo. That is exactly what it is. Okay, we did it. We made it. Whew. Okay. Alright, hang on. I just got like 5 questions in one, so let's just hit these really quick. Okay, so. I can't alt-tab. There we go. I can now alt-tab. Okay, so first questions. Sign of the Emperor says FF13 is probably not a good FF. No, FF13 is a terrible first FF. Regardless of its quality, it's really nothing like the other FFs. It's kind of in its own space because of all the stuff that was happening behind the scenes, which I've already talked about and I will not repeat here. So it's kind of its own little bubble. Even its own immediate sequels are not like FF13. I do not recommend 13 as your first FF if you are given a choice on the matter. Second thing, someone asked if I'd seen Spoonie's reviews. I generally make it a point to not watch other people's reviews, especially ever since I started doing this myself professionally. But regardless of that, I've never been a big fan of spoony stuff, so no is the answer to that question. So Kira White Noise asks, so Lassie have a task. What's the benefit or cost of doing it? No problem. I can answer that very simply. So the moment you are given your task, a ticking clock starts, okay? And so you've got this brand, and what'll happen is it'll actually start spreading, and spreading, and spreading, and spreading, until you're a zombie. So if you don't complete your task, you will slowly turn into a ravening zombie slave. Cool. Well, okay, so your benefit, the point of doing so is it'll put you in a crystalline stasis and probably never break you out. So, functional death. Oh, don't worry, you have a vague idea of what your focus is. Kind of like in a vague sort of flashes of images kind of a way. Anyways. 2 negatives. One is for music direction. I actually really like the soundtrack in this game a lot. But I do think that a lot of scenes, and we've actually already seen this several times. We've seen this with Snow's theme, which they keep playing overly much, over scenes that doesn't even include Snow. And we've already seen this with, as soon as you get down there, it's like, we're branded. Our lives are over. And from this day forward, we will now service the collective. And it's, yeah, you get the idea. This is not the only time there's going to be a problem. This is a great soundtrack, poorly applied, is what I would call this. because I don't know what else to add to it, because somebody didn't think about the music direction. Yeah, it's dissonant, exactly. It's just, huh? The music is probably going to be triple positive territory, and I think there's a few songs which might qualify for song positives. But the direction of it is just, huh? What was the other thing I was going to get positive or negative for? It was something unrelated to that. It was gameplay-wise. And of course, now I can't remember. I'm actually really tired. I'm about to watch very energetic children, so I gotta hurry up here. Let's see. Yeah, honestly, this might be Numini. Was it for tutorialization? Oh my god. Oh! Well, no, that was it. I already gave that negative. Seconds and minutes. Oh, no, that was it. So there's something that happens in this game, I think, by memory. Let me just go see if this happens right now, because there's a bunch of trash mobs over here we can go fight. So let's go fight some trash mobs really quick. Oh my god, it's a trash mob. Oh no. Oh my god. But wait, we gotta shift! But wait, we gotta shift back! Now, it's not really noticeable here. So this is kind of like a little bit of a forward advance thing. Oh my god, I steal the crepes! But, oh, they're all dead. No! I need to kill more things. There's this problem with the Seath. You see, the Seath see that the sea needs more C's in it. Not really, Mr. Red. I keep hitting the wrong button on that. I think that's her. Sure, whatever. There's this little animation that plays when you paradigm shift in combat. And that is more of a problem the further into the game you get. For those of you not aware, most of the real bosses from I'd say about halfway through the game, towards the end, you're going to be shifting paradigms often. You're probably going to have like 4 or 5 paradigms set up, and shifting based on which specific phase of the fight you're in. So, okay, there we go. All right, now do another. Okay, do another one. Yeah, it's like every 2 or so turns you're going to be shifting to a new paradigm. It's the main focus of the core combat. And so having that little unnecessary animation is frustrating. Now, hang on, before I give any such negative, is there an option to turn off that animation? Hmm. We could slow down the battle. Wow, that's... That's... Oof. Okay, yeah, that's some settings right there. Here's a JPEG of your controls. Oh, hey, I can switch to controller tab, at least. That's something. Yeah, okay, so that's... That doesn't seem like that helps any. Whatever. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to go watching some adorable children soon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give up on the game. We're done. We're done. We're done. Tomorrow, hopefully we'll be able to play with slightly less interruptions. It's okay. It's okay. We've actually hit the real game. We have access to the paradigms. We have access to leveling and the grid. So we can finally actually play the game. What's your question, Elizar? I don't even see it. I don't see it. What's the question? I thought I answered that, Zar. So, Vile's helmet, which is also Boba Fett's helmet, is a personal favorite of mine. I actually prefer the Clone Wars variant, but it's still a very good helmet. And other than that, I can't think of any real helmets that I'm a big fan of. So I'm just going to go with that. So why do Final Fantasy fans hate Spirits Within? Hey, everyone in chat who hates Spirit Within, why do you hate Spirits Within? I'll tell you why I hate Spirits Within. Because it was such a financial disaster that it destroyed the company for 2 decades. Not a joke. As I pointed out this morning, we are still today. Square is still today dealing with the consequences of that financial decision. That's not even a joke. I would argue that Spirits Within is actually a bad film. I don't think it's terrible. As usual, it's the hyperbole thing, right? It's not the worst film ever. It doesn't deserve tons of vitriol. I just think it is I think it's a green film, right? I kind of hope so, Scion, for whatever that's worth. Is it worth watching for the memes? No. I don't think it's worth your time. One interesting side note, and I don't mean to sound negative, but a lot of people praise the animation of the film, but actually anybody who knows animation knows that it's actually very inconsistent. Different models were used for different scenes. Different animation rigging was used for different scenes. When I say rigging, by the way, a lot of the animation was done manually by hair, frame by frame, which was a terrible idea, which is one of the reasons it was so freaking expensive to do. So, like, some of the animation is actively bad. Not all of it is bad, obviously. Plenty of it is perfectly good. But, like, some of it is just, huh? The voice acting is very off, depending on the character in question. Hades doesn't even salvage it. He's the main villain. If you can call it that. It also has a complete nothing burger ending. And now I'm going to go do other stuff. I'll see you guys.